And we are back.
We are back.
Under the blue lights in the Bernabeu, the royal white. And why don't you sprinkle a bit of drama just to make it feel like we're back, to really make it feel like we're back home. And once again, first Champions League outing for the new campaign, let's just kind of jump into it. What were your thoughts just of the game initially?
This game was tricky, better from the get-go.
Mm-hmm. Against a pretty good opponent, to be fair. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Marseille have been doing well in Liga.
Yeah.
Roberto De Zerbi has instilled his playing style. You could see they have weapons that can harm any team.
Sure.
Aubameyang, Greenwood, Timothy Weah. Those are players you should be wary of.
Mm.
And when we were watching the game, I don't think anyone was surprised that Marseille would come here and attack, knowing Roberto De Zerbi from Sassuolo to Brighton. He never changes his playing style.
Precisely.
He never changes his playing style, and he posed questions for Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Xabi Alonso also posed questions for everyone who is Madrid fan or anyone who's following Real Madrid right now by benching Vinicius Jr.
Once again.
Yeah.
Last time this happened, he came on, scored 2 goals and got an assist. He scored a goal and provided 2 assists. But I look at this and I say to myself, I'm like, is this, obviously transfer window is closed now, so obviously the speculation and all that with Rodrigo for now is dialed down. So, and this is the first Champions League game of the season. You start your best players, man.
Yeah.
You get off the mark. In my opinion, I'm seeing the starting lineup. I'm saying, well, off the mark, let's just play all the superstars and let's just absolutely trounce this team. Statement of intent, it's still a long season, but this is our competition.
Yeah.
So let's flex our muscles, and I'd say maybe again, he's the coach. He can rotate if he wants to, and I think we did play not too long ago, so maybe again, let me not be a bit too edgy with it, but I don't know. What did you make of the decision itself?
Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I think we mentioned that Courtois, Housen, Chouameni, Kylian Mbappe, Bellingham, maybe like him and Adagula and Fede too are the only players who are sure of their place in this lineup. Yeah. The rest, you're gonna have to work for it. People are saying, why add Vinicius Jr., Champions League winner with Real Madrid 2 times,
this is his
league
competition.
winner, this is his competition. He's been the best player in the competition for the past 5 years. Why are you tinkering with him? I'm like, bro, I've been saying Vinicius Jr., bro, he's at his best as the creative playmaker, as the Robin for the man.
Yes, he sparks up the madness, the chaos, the questions, so that the super up. That's why I always say the best version of Vini that we ever got was Vini 20 when Benzema got the Ballon d'Or. I think that was, in the sense, I understand what you're saying.
I'd say in terms of the team perspective.
Precisely.
Individually, yes, you could point to 23-24 where he nearly won the Ballon d'Or. Yes, Vele,
sure.
That was his season, and he has shown that he can
he can be the main guy. Yeah.
But Mbappe is a better player than you, bro. He has a higher ceiling. I'm looking at Vini as a type of win.
No, he is a better player. I don't think we need to be too he won a World Cup in 19.
I'm looking at Vini as sort of like a Wayne Rooney.
He
can be the main man.
He can be the main man.
Yeah, severely talented Ballon d'Or contender. Yeah. But when there's a Ronaldo there,
you're able to sit back and have the same that it doesn't matter even if I'm the A side, we're winning. If we're all winning, everyone kind of, at the end of the day, Wayne Rooney doesn't get to the amount of goals that he gets if he's not in a team that's winning, that's successful. So I do get you in that sense, and I think from a bigger perspective.
From what I've seen in this game, when he came on, I'm seeing a guy that's, his body language is not really up for it. Even though he was involved, he is part of the reason we got their contentious penalty call. But bro, you're one of the best players in the world, bro. You're one of the best players in the team. If the coach decides to rotate you,
you should be okay with that. You shouldn't take it personally.
Yeah, you shouldn't take it personally.
I think maybe again because, as I said, Champions League. This has been his even when he was underperforming last year, he still managed to get some really great performances last season. So he knows that, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, this is where I shine. This is where I and he's expecting that he'll have the opportunity as well. And I think Mbappe has been on fire.
Yeah.
I'd say they seem like they have a good relationship. I think it's more friendly.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It seems like they have a good relationship.
I mean, to be fair, Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane were not best friends. We know that now, but they were still one of the most prolific duos in Premier League history. A part of the, so I think, again, in the sense of, like, we can all get along in the sense of we can just be good and understand where we are in the team. Gareth Bale didn't need to be friends with Cristiano Ronaldo to know that, okay, I'm going to find you here and that's it. And I think, I don't know, do you think it's an ego thing? Do you think it's an ego thing with him in the sense, obviously now, signed to Rock Nation, he wants that big money, he wants to get himself back in that Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Do you think it's an ego thing for you, reckon?
It probably is, but you mentioned Gareth Bale, he mustn't find himself in that position because if Rodrigo gets his form up, he might be first in the picking order for that left wing spot, and if Masantuonen starts performing, there'll be no reason to push Rodrigo to the side.
To the other side,
He might find himself being replaced, just like Isco took Bale's chain.
True, and I think it seems like Rodrigo he's just said he also doesn't want to move to right wing.
No, playing left wing.
Yeah, so interesting though.
So that's interesting, but like going back to the game, interesting first half.
Yeah.
Because Madrid had all the control in the game.
Oh yeah, they were
control, shots on target, chances were being created. The intricate play, bro, around the 18-yard box. Rodrigo, Mbappe, Gola, connecting. Aurelion Tchouameni, I feel like he hasn't set a foot wrong so far this season. He's been quite well. And then, if the keeper is making 10 saves in one half, though, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
I think that's not the coach has coached a win, or he's planned for a win, and I think that's just the players, man. That's just really the players. I don't know, Mastantuono, he had a great opportunity that he could have put away. I think Mbappe had a few chances. Ade had a few chances as well. And you're just thinking, come on, it's not going to be that game.
Yeah.
First game week 1, we're back. The lights are on, we're booming, Bernabeu. Let's just win the game, man. Like, I would have loved if we had just trounced them, just to kind of set the tone, man. Just to say that again, we're always going to be in the chipping order, despite our fixtures, despite any of that. We're still so.
And as you always say, if you don't eat your food,
bro,
you're gonna take it. Timothy Weah had a chance where Dean Housen and Adakula have a miscommunication in the middle of the park. Takes the ball, runs at defense, scores. And now you're just like, not again.
Here we go. We're back. And I think for the fact that Xabi Alonso has spoiled us in terms of giving us very measured performances that haven't had a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Courtois hasn't really been busy these past few games. So now that happens and you're like, oh. I mean, I guess I'd like to see, obviously Club World Cup, that's a different situation. But I'm saying now the season has started, and I was just interested to see, okay, coach, your players have let you down. But now we need to go again. Yeah. And now we just need to calm our heads and let's win the game. Because the last thing we need is a surprise shock win. Madrid doesn't do that. I think that's one thing we can always say. They don't do that. So. And fair enough. I'd say they recovered. They came back quite strong. Or how did you see from the moment that they scored? I
feel like from that point, I saw Fede Valverde take back the game for us.
Yeah.
In moments where you needed that high press to be effective, he was there plugging the holes, him and Tchouameni, and it resulted in that penalty. First penalty. Mbappe slotting that one. Bro, right now I feel like he's a shot now on the spot.
Yeah.
You can know penalty for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe is definitely going to score.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rodrigo for getting that one for us. And then the game sort of became like a basketball match where Olympique Marseille now, but they felt themselves.
Yeah.
They sort of felt themselves, grew back into the game.
Got a lot more confident,
Got a lot more confident. And you could see...
The players that they have, again, they have a great plethora of talent at their disposal. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, let's not, I think I'm seeing Courtois a bit too often now this game, and I think let's kind of see how this kind of plays out.
And now... The goalkeeper, Uruli, Vele, it's his game. He's making the saves. And now he's taking a poke at Abu Carvajal now. He's taking a poke at Carvajal. Carvajal, you expect him to be more mature in that situation as the captain of the team.
As the captain and the last relic of the treble winning Champions League team.
Sure.
He's the last elder statesman, the huge he's he's the elder, like he's the guy now, you know, and that's the last person you're expecting. That again, I know he's passionate. At the end of the day, he fights, he dies with the badge, that, but there's no need, man. Like we're not winning the game. It's still weird. We still need to get ourselves into the game and get the win, and you just don't need. It was quite disappointing because now you're just thinking 2 back-to-back red cards. That's not great. I don't think. Great. Obviously, the context of the red cards are not anything in terms of violent conduct, but these are not the traits that you'd like to adopt so early in the season, of just like silly mistakes, in the sense of just like don't put yourself in situations where the coach or where the referee needs to make a decision. And I think unfortunately, as soft as that wasn't, it wasn't, but obviously the intention, what do you say?
That was still violent conduct.
Yeah.
You don't want the kids to see that. That's what the federations would say.
So that was just, that happened, and at that moment, are you thinking we still got this because of what we did even in the weekend?
I think so.
Okay.
Especially with the players that we still have on the bench, the players that are on the pitch, Mbappe being the difference maker that he has been so far this season.
So even with Marseille being the attacking team that they are, De Zerbi, being very relentless, you're still saying, okay, that, which again, fair enough to Xabi Alonso for establishing that sense of, I think the game against Sociedad, I was very impressed with the fact that going down 10 men, you still have a grasp of the game. You even score the go-ahead goal, and you're just saying, oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't feel like we were playing with 10 men, and that's good. That means that we just fundamentally, from a footballing perspective, we still know how to be clever with the ball, even when we're man down.
And also mentality-wise, it tells you that this team can face adversity and come out on top.
On top, yeah.
And we get to the penalty. Vinicius Jr. comes on. He looks lively, but as you could see that this guy now, he's playing to prove a point.
Yeah,
he's taking on 3 men.
He wants to he needs the Hollywood shot. And I think he's just saying, you can tell when someone is doing too much, for the sense of like, you're just really playing with like your head. When you play like that, Vinny can take on anyone.
Yeah.
He can play. But you can tell that moment when you feel like, when it looks like you're trying too hard, it's not working. Vinny does the amazing. He does the miraculous. He does things that make you sit up. And you could tell he was, obviously, this point in the game, we're thinking, can we get the goal? Can we get the goal? So, but things like that make you a bit nervous now. Because you're just thinking the fans are going to look at you saying, Ish, what if Vinny can't do it?
And the funny thing is, the one moment where his play was more team orientated, he was, linking up with the players, it led to the penalty.
Yeah.
It was a contentious one.
Massively.
Because the player, he had nowhere else to go.
True.
He had nowhere else to go, and Vinny had already taken the shot.
Mm-hmm.
But you think to yourself, if the hand, the ball doesn't touch the hand, Brahim Diaz is there, Vinicius is there, even though there's a Marseille defender, could have been a scruff, could have led to a goal scoring opportunity. Maybe. But you'd see at the highest level, you cannot use a part of your body that's not allowed to play.
Yeah, especially in an awkward position like that. You're just enforcing, as I always say, enforcing them to make a decision.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even, unfortunately, it's weird because obviously now you have to like be very awkward, and some things are just natural body compositions. And
it is harsh because it also happened in the Juve game. With Lloyd Kelly, Juve also like had a similar situation where Lloyd Kelly is sliding and a shot is being taken and boom, it hits his hand, but the penalty got given. And shout out to the consistency for the UEFA referees. Wouldn't see that so much in the domestic leagues in Europe.
Not really. So I think let that be the standard. To be fair, but in any case, Kylian Mbappe once again, sure shot, and late in the game you're thinking this is what you need. First game, 3 points, we're happy, we're good, and I think there's not much else to mention in the game per se. I don't know, but I'm just happy with the fact that we got through the game. A bit tricky in certain points, but again we will take it. And I think again, starting with 3 points is always important because you're setting the tone. Because there's a lot of very tricky fixtures amongst big teams. Game week 1, so Madrid can just kind of get themselves, because again we were in the playoffs last year. You don't want to find yourself there.
Nope.
You don't need to play more football, especially coming off of the Club World Cup. But otherwise, man, we're good. I'm happy. You're happy. 3 points on the board. A bit of drama just for the entertainment vibe, just for the vibes. Exactly. But besides that, nothing else to say. Let us know what you guys think. What you guys looking in terms of the season, Champions League? Let us know everything. We have our predictions. or preview predictions on the channel, so you can just check for that. But otherwise, myself, Mo, VJ, now go!